Hi, my dear spirited minds. Hope you all are doing great. Dear friends, the great motivational guru Norman Vincent Peale says, when fate throws a dagger at you, there are two ways you can handle that. One, if you hold it by the blade, it hurts you, you will bleed, and it causes pain to you. On the other hand, if you hold the dagger by the handle, the same dagger which was thrown at you to cause pain to you will be a weapon to you, and you can face life battles successfully with that dagger. So, friends, we all face challenges, difficulties, and sometimes the problems will be in such a way that we may think, what is the purpose of life? Is there any meaning for this life? But friends, today I'd like to share with you the life of a great personality who faced many troubles, many challenges, and almost every day he has met death, and any day he may die, but yet he kept his mind cool and focused on the future. And he is none other than the great Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl was world famous psychiatrist. Dear friends, he was born in 1905 and his parents were government officers, and he born in Vienna, Austria. And being a government officials, the running of the family was not at all a problem. They are leading happy life. Unfortunately, in the First World War, Austria was occupied by Germany, and Viktor Frankl belonged to a Jewish family. And Germans hated Jewish, and because from that time onwards, there's the problem to lead life miserable. It was sometimes they used to visit different areas for food. They used to beg for food. That was the situation because of the World War and Germans' policies. And yet, from childhood onwards, Viktor Frankl has developed a sense of observation towards the human beings, because from the childhood onwards, because of this changed conditions, he had got an opportunity to observe the miseries of life, problems of life. He has seen death. So he has decided to become a doctor and he wanted to study psychology. And he studied psychology, neuroscience, and psychiatry. And gradually he became a doctor, neurosurgeon, and psychiatrist. And he was a famous doctor, and he was giving his services, and he has developed a new theory called logotherapy. Logo means meaning, and from the Greek letters meaning and therapy. So what he believes that we all have a meaning, purpose in our life. If we know what is our purpose, meaning for our life, whatever challenge we face in our life, we can face them easily. If not easily, even the hurdles will come, challenges will come, pains will come. We can bear with them because we are keeping our focus on the purpose of our life, meaning of our life. That is the main purpose. At that time in Austria, whenever the examination results will come, students used to commit suicide. Some of the students who got low marks, low grades, they used to commit suicide. And he has developed this theory, logotherapy, and applied on them. And because of that, the suicides were stopped. And everything was seemed smooth and going on, life was going on smoothly. But unfortunately, Second World War started and his family was taken into custody by the German forces. I already said that he is a Jewish person. And Germans hate Jewish. And all his family was taken into custody. And imagine, before this arrest, he wanted to save himself as well as his family, and he applied for a visa too. And he only got permission, visa to go to USA. But being a responsible person, he don't want to leave his family behind in Austria. And that has changed his life. And that has got a big impact to the family, and almost every family member died. And I said that they were arrested by the German army, and they were taken to Czechoslovakia concentration camp first. From there, at the Czechoslovakia concentration camp, his father died. Just imagine, friends, in front of him, his family members, father is dying. And the life in the concentration camp is not easy. They were crowded, they were jumped. All the people were in a small open area, hundreds of people, thousands of people were put together, and there's no place to live comfortably. And that miseries they faced. Food was a shortage. Just a piece of bread was given to survive, and unhygienic conditions were there. And every day they have to go through this hell kind of a situation. And the co-members in the concentration camp couldn't wait. Some of the weak-hearted people used to die. And not only that, friends, in the concentration camp, some of them every day were taken to gas chambers. Taken to gas chambers means they will be put to death. And let me tell you, almost 1.1 million, that is 11 lakh people died in the gas chambers, Auschwitz gas chambers. And that was a miserable. Every day, some of other concentration camp members were dying. And that situation, holding your heart and focusing on the future is not easy thing. But Viktor Frankl did that. And when he was shifted from Czechoslovakia concentration camp to Auschwitz concentration camp, his mother passed away in gas chambers, and wife died. And he don't know that his wife died until he was released later. And every day it was miserable. Passing a day is very miserable, but yet he kept this in mind. And all these he faced, all these problems he faced with calm mind, and always used to visualize that after one day he will be released, and after his release, he will be addressing, lecturing all his experiences to a huge gathering. And he's giving his message. In that way, he said to hundreds of people, thousands of people in the hundreds and thousands of meetings, he is addressing his experiences. Through that, you want to give confidence and a sense of purpose and meaning towards life to all the people and citizens of the world. That was his main motto. And in the concentration camp, he lost the documents, and he lost hundreds of money worth he lost. The research documents were lost. All his beloved family members were lost. And yet he kept his mind and focused on the future. And he was released after the World War came to an end. And immediately, within few months, he started his profession again. And he shared his experiences to the world. And he has written almost 39 books, and out of all these books, the best book is Man's Search for Meaning. Man's Search for Meaning in Life is a classic book. I do request you all, please go through that book, and that book gives us a meaning to it. And if we compare the problems what we are facing now with the problems what Viktor Frankl faced, our problems are nothing, friends. Nothing. But by reading that book, we get such confidence that all our problems, whatever we are facing, we can overcome them. And what we need to do that, instead of focusing on the present problems, we have to focus on overcoming action. Or mostly what we will be doing that, we are facing problems because of the past actions or the future demands, which takes away much of our worry. That shouldn't be that. Now, that takes our peace of mind. We shouldn't do that. And if we focus on our problems instead of facing them, definitely very sooner we will gradually, step by step, inch by inch, we will be overcoming our problems. And that is what should be our meaning. So I request all of you, go through the book, Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning in Life, and not only that, and Search for the purpose of your life, meaning of your life, because we all are blessed here. And we need to achieve our goals, life goals, because we all have the ability to achieve whatever goals we set. And please focus on your goals instead of the problems. And I'm wishing you great success in all your endeavors. This is Durga Remunta signing off.